only slightly elevates, Mike. So this, for your heart and that little maker valve that, endangered your life, you're building a brand new heart, but we're putting no stress. This is the safest exercise for the heart that exists because it is immediately getting oxygen to the cells. All other cardiovascular exercises, running, cycling, all of them, risk your heart raising it to a target level heart rate. And these world-renowned research scientists explained to me that since this is immediately in the first few seconds, just like I taught you your secrets in seconds, gets that oxygen delivery to your cells. So your heart only slightly elevates and steadily, very safely works out the whole time. That's why people with resting heart rate of 98 immediately get it down to 40 and 50. They were couch potatoes at 98 resting heart rate, going all the way down to 40s and 50s without doing conventional cardio. So now you can see that this is the most efficient way. Aerobically, that means oxygen in the cell to get that massive quantity of oxygen. So be the sole source, and you get this. The carbon dioxide cleaning on the cellular level, as well as your lungs, makes more room in your cells for oxygen. And you probably have heard of Dr. Otto Warburg, who received as a Nobel Prize-winning scientist, a physician. He received an award in medicine, Mike, for discovering that hypoxia is the cause of cancer.
Right.
That inflammation, the carbon dioxide, the stuff accumulated that keeps the cell from breathing is why cells become carcinogenic, why they become cancerous. So when you get rid of the inflammation and the things that are starving the individual cells, like people eating tons of sugar and junk food, they're starving their cells and cutting off their cells from oxygen. And those like Lance Armstrong, how many hours a day do you think he was working out aerobically, cycling? How many hours do you think that Farrah Fawcett worked out a day? And in addition to her tennis, aerobically, it wasn't enough oxygen. They could have been playing tennis and cycling all day, but they still did not get enough oxygen to make them, with Lance getting testicular cancer, and of course we lost Farrah. So I'm not making a medical claim here. People could draw their own conclusions, but they can Google Dr. Otto Warburg, the Nobel Prize-winning scientist, and read about the cause of cancer, the chief cause of cancer. So now, just helping you understand, I didn't teach you just one trade secret exercises. I gave you a lot of different things to do.
Right.
To increase the oxygen and get the excess carbon dioxide out of your cells and clear out your lungs. And that's why the quality of your life is so much better. That's why you feel better. That's why your brain works better, because your brain cells are regenerating as well. And that's why Dr. Shoshana, as a world-renowned leader and a psychologist with best-selling author on 2020 Today Show, she's known for decades the importance of oxygen, but as she tells everyone, the system works. So does this help you understand a little bit more? Each one of those very unusual, weird things I taught you to do, but they're weird but wonderful. Things you've never done before, Mike. The things I taught you to do, kind of like layer on layer, taught you more and more things to do.
Sure.
Each of those bring oxygen into your cells and clean out carbon dioxide in their own way. Plus you're massaging your heart. I do things with your diaphragm. I do things internally with your body that work all the energy centers. I give you things with acupressure and reflexology. I do things to help you get your body younger, healthier, stronger, and more flexible, and also release up to, 10,000 times the endorphins that runners get. They actually kill pain. That's why you don't need painkiller anymore. You regenerated the body. Yeah, you regenerated the body. You're not taking pain medication anymore.
Yeah, not even a Tylenol.
Well, this is because on the cellular level, every brain and body cell, inside out, head to toe, is operating at your healthiest, peak performance conditioning, healthy level. And that is what, when people have pain, pain is a symptom of something wrong.
Right.
So what you have is the youngest, healthiest, strongest body probably that you have ever had. Even
I actually believe that.
College. And your peak performance conditioning, you know as an athlete, you know as a ski instructor, you know what peak performance conditioning is. And a lot of our people are not athletic or they're not into sports as you are, but what matters is that you can walk without falling down. You're not going to wear out your body parts because you're oxygenating summer training. So you will not be needing gallbladder surgery to remove your gallbladder. You're not going to have knee replacement and hip replacement. You're not going to have back surgery. You're decompressing and making more space between the vertebrae of your back. And you've probably heard the adage, Mike, you're only as strong as your back is straight and strong. And you know that I was teaching you athletic training so you have better athletic peak performance conditioning for the things you like to do with your boys. You like to play basketball, biking. You know, you like to hike and do activities with your 3 sons. What are their ages, Mike?
15, 19, and 20.
So are they impressed with your prowess?
Oh yeah, they know that I'm feeling good. They know that I can keep up with them, you know, and really in anything we're doing. So yeah, they're definitely impressed.
And how much has this meant to you for your business as the owner of Web Traffic Cartel?
Well, I mean, I believe quite a bit. You know, the more oxygen that I bring into my body, the sharper I am, the more efficient I am. You know, the better that I feel, the more effective I'm going to be in my business. So it's all part of the balance. It's about mind, body, and soul. And if you don't have, you know, those things, you certainly aren't going to have a business.
And don't you love the fact that when you're driving your car, you can keep yourself safe? I think the number 2 killer, maybe even it's competing with drunk driving, is people that are falling asleep at the wheel. It's not going to happen with you, is it?
No, I don't believe so.
Not when you were doing exercises while you were driving to keep you alert and taking advantage of what little time you had. So, I mean, these are adaptable. You've got exercises you can do quietly and things you can do noisily. And the ones you do noisily, you'll do in private. But you can do things in a group full of room and improve your awareness and wake you up if you're falling asleep with an occasional speaker, which probably doesn't happen at Ken MacArthur's JV Alert. He's only got the best speakers there.
Right.
And he would, I'm sure, like to know that what this does to completely turn around the number 2 killer for teens to 28-year-olds is suicide. And Dr. Shoshana will, as she's expanding from postpartum depression to any kind of brain disorder. So this is why, Mike, you and I care about what Ken MacArthur's impact training is about. You know, you've got young men as sons. You want to keep them happy and positive. So, and they growing up with a dad like you are already there. But how many have not had the kind of parent you are, the kind of dad you are? So, you know, these are the things that we're discussing. But, you know, when you think of Eben Pagan with his becoming a person, I think he became vegetarian, but he started working out an hour every morning when it's 40% more effective. And it's quadrupled his business.